Hello Strangelings, welcome back to my parlor for the weekly reading. As you can see, I already got my coffee ready to go, but I also put it aside because it's still hot. I literally just made it, and here at about 1:30 in the afternoon, it's 91 degrees, and that's just base temperature. That's not real feel or anything. So I got my cold water here. Alright, oh, I wonder what I stuck it on though. Okay, so before we begin, I really need a side spot for my cups. Before we begin, oh, y'all, I did not do the lighting right. I'm so sorry. Now, you know what? It actually doesn't really aid this area all that much, but okay. Get my candles going. Guys, I think it's finally gone out. Yep. That lighter's dead, guys. Means I'm gonna have to pull my new lighter out. I just bought one because I knew it was dying. Let me get the sage going real quick, and then we can start the read. Now, you guys might have noticed my cards are boxed up. And that is because I have been recently considering doing cards in the park kind of thing. Now, of course, I don't have any kind of, like, city permissions to do so, so I'm not sure how it will work yet. I'll find out. But, yeah, I've been considering doing some cards in the park. Kind of taking my cards with me just in case I see someone on the street who ends up wanting a reading. I'm not known enough to actually be that known. So, I'm just acting in the way I'm hoping everything will go. Okay, now y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this thing. Alright, hopefully I didn't hit it too hard and you didn't hear a really loud sound from it like last time. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like that was more than 3. Oh god, that was way more than 3. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with more than 3. I really don't. Not for the beads, anyway. Cards, on the other hand, that's a different story. Alright. Let me get my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm looking at. Okay, so today there are 3 faux diamonds all together. 3 faux diamonds. We have the word together. We have the way it was. I'm going to use the 1 to guide me, and we have a round 9. We have a square 1. We have a little pachyderm that has a ruby in its saddle. We have a pink D And we have a 5. Wow. 6 of them all together? I'm not sure if you guys can see them that well with the light. You guys will hopefully be able to see them a lot better when I take the layout photo. Now, of course, let's start with Bedlam, as we always do. I have some Sage and Jasmine going today, so really nice stuff. Put them in the alignment I usually read them in. Okay. Oh, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, the buses don't run on Sunday here, and we are a one-car household at the moment. My husband doesn't have a weekly regular schedule. It's kind of different each week. And this week he has a 7-day stretch. So yesterday I decided to go downtown to do a few things, to go a few places, just to be out in the world. Whoa. But it was a lot of miles of walking, and also it was really hot. So I think I overdid it a little bit yesterday. So I intend to take it a little easy today, personally. I do have a few paperwork things I need to take care of, but nothing too heinous, you know. Okay. Oh, I hear them. I do. Those cicadas. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Those cards out. All right. So it looks like person here, who I may be talking to right now. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like you were a person who had a very young, very innocent, very well-protected kind of youth. These are 2 children who live in this very protected village. You can see somebody walking around guarding the place. They look like they are happy. They are living a beautiful, beautiful childhood. Yeah, these guys always look like children to me. So this looks like somebody who had a very protected, very happy, very beautiful youth. And possibly as a young adult, maybe went into some more heavy kind of a life. This may be somebody who became a tradesman as a young adult, or possibly a soldier as a young adult. Oh no, I'm sweating on my cards now. But as a young adult, you chose to go into a life that is a little more of a hard life, a little more of a literally actively hard kind of life, not just it's more difficult for you to live. And he looks to me very gung-ho today, so this may be on something you went to with absolute gusto. And because of it, you became a king of pentacles. You became somebody who was reasonably, if not more than reasonably abundant in the material things that you needed for life in this modern world. So that's who I am talking to. That's how you got to where you are. That's where you started and how you got there. Sorry guys, there we go. Okay, now to present day. Okay. Now again, no judgment here. Life is full of decisions. Give me a second here. Decisions that are maybe not going as good as you had hoped. Decisions that end up being a path that takes a darker road, or maybe even a harder road, similar to this harder road. It's still hot. It'll take a little while. So present day. I don't like to do negative readings necessarily, but I read the cards how they show me they are in here. So present day, you have a lady love, or a possible lady love, hopefully. Or maybe this doesn't necessarily have to be a lady love. By lady love, I don't necessarily mean female. I do mean more feminine, though. This might not necessarily be a lady love, but this is definitely a more feminine human being who is and has been growing a certain amount of abundance. You can see how absolutely fancy her gown is, how fancy her headwear is, and she has a falcon. Falconry was never for the poor. Yes, the poor are engaged in it, but generally as groundskeepers for the rich. So most falconers, not sure how you'd say that word, most people into falconry who were on the poorer side were into falconry maybe for themselves, but on behalf of someone who they worked for, who happened to have money. So she is very obviously a moneyed individual. So this feminine seems to be about to come into your life. And this is where I say no judgments, guys. Unfortunately, and I kind of noted it with this in the first place, because if you look at his face, he looks very much like he is a bit sullen. He is focusing on that pentacle. He still has his armor on. He still has some plate mail on his leg there. So, yeah. I see that you possibly have not gotten out of that singular mindset that you came into here. Unfortunately, this mindset kind of bounced you out of this, I would assume, by the read I'm getting. Unfortunately, the cards seem to say that this might actually be done in something that seems like much more of a malicious way. You might not have malicious intention when you are striking out like that, but this feminine reads a malicious intent in this. And unfortunately, the justice for not, I'm gonna say, not necessarily taking care of your effect on her, on this feminine. So for that, there is a justice. And that justice seems like it's a life where you are in regret. So I feel like this is a warning to maybe get out of that single-mindedness, because you do have somebody here who could be a partner, romantically or business-wise, could be a good partner in your life, wants to bring you nothing but good, and that singular mindset pushes them away. So it feels like we are saying here that if you push this person away, you will be very lonely. And I mean, nobody wants to see that, right? Believe it or not, I care about my strangelings. You guys might not have built up in numbers yet, but every strangeling I have out there that is a part of my tribe, whether I've met you or not yet, I care about you. So, yeah. I feel like this is a warning to get out of that singular mindset and into a, community, I need to help those who help me kind of mindset. Okay. Yes, I just love the cover of my Bedlam, my Bell Bedlam. I've got little divination hints for those who aren't old hat at it like I am. Guys, I've been doing this since I was 3. I'm very old hat at this. Okay. And now, you didn't want to shuffle very well? Well, you're still going to shuffle. And now, let's get these toss cards going so that we can give you a more enhanced version of this, because I might be wrong at what I'm feeling, but that's what I'm feeling that these cards are meaning today. Okay. My sage is almost all the way burnt down. But my jasmine is going very slow. That's weird. Jasmine is the stick that got lit first. That's really weird. Okay. Well, it is what it is, guys. I don't know. That card thought it wanted to come out, but it decided not to. I know, they come out kind of messy when I do it like this, but... Okay. That's just one? Alright. But... this is kind of the point. I mean, after all, if I was doing it right, guys, I'd have a blanket out and doing 52 card pickup with you. So, that's what these things are made for. Sorry, guys. I had a palpitation when that thing came out. Okay. And we have 2 here. Sorry. Stop spinning. Stop! Weirdo! Oh. Oh! No, no, no. We already got the 3. You 3. I'm curious. the bride, park, the roads. The bride ensures for a single person or the fulfillment of their highest aim when near. Okay. I mean, I'm reading these for myself because they just landed down here. The park foretells a new love when very near. Okay. The road turns to dark clouds, foretelling misfortune. Okay. Alright, so this one was the first one. This one says, it's number 3, the house, denotes success in all ventures. If present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts marriage. So this might be actually a romantic partner then. And there's this one. The eye, when near, denotes great interest taken by friends. When distant, it signifies suspicion. So this is over here. And guys, remember, I'm here, you're here. So this denotes suspicion. Interesting. The tower, surrounded by clouds, denotes sickness, and if adjoining, death. Adjoining? I don't think it's adjoining anything, really. So, yeah. So, it looks like, yeah, chances are this is going to be a romantic partner coming in. I feel like this is a feminine person. It could be a masculine person, but I really get the feeling it's a feminine person. You may be a man, you may be a woman. Perhaps you're a woman who doesn't like feminine men normally. Or you're a man who doesn't like more effeminate people. I don't know. I'm not saying you don't like this person. I am saying, however, that Ace of Swords, that singular mindset, with the sword itself, really denotes very, very hard strife in the physical, material world too, especially. This singular mindset, it might be that this singular mindset puts her, or this feminine, her or not, in a mindset of suspicion because you're acting like you are personally on your own while simultaneously entertaining the idea of having this this person in your life. But when we decide to engage in relationships, we can no longer be in a fully singular mindset because any relationship requires some work on both ends. A relationship, of course, meaning a emotional and psychological transaction, essentially, between two people, right? That's essentially a relationship, right? And you are, according to the cards, going to be essentially saying and doing some of the things that say that you want to be in a relationship, the type of relationship that this person wants or is willing to go with. Hold on one moment. Harold's needs to pop out. There's like get some more sun. Anyway, but you are still doing it in this singular mindset, like you have to be the one doing everything for yourself, everything for what you want to happen for you and your community. And that sets this person into a sense of suspicion over your behavior, because the truth is, if you're in a singular mindset like this, that singular mindset kind of, whether you realize it while you're doing it or not, tends to have the effect of closing you off to other people who either you or they want to be a help or want to be able to engage in your life in some way, you know? And because of that, of course, then this person will then be in a mindset of judgment. You don't want to do this with/for me. You don't want to help. You don't want to move in this way so that we can become stronger together. Then I can only assume you want other options as well. So I am going to dip out of the situation, essentially. Because this card here, of course, says that it is noting sickness. And sickness, guys, cold, flu, and COVID is not the only sicknesses out there. And I'm not talking about mental illnesses either. You can be heartsick. Heartsick, obviously, it's not really your heart. It's emotionally sick. But nonetheless, it's a real thing. So, this man is probably heartsick. Wondering how to step back out into the world again after this crushing situation, because heart sickness is absolutely crushing, guys. There is nothing more crushing that I've personally known than heart sickness. So, yeah. Guys, this is a warning. When this person comes in, if you want to keep this person in your life, you're going to need to open up. You're going to need to be willing to be vulnerable. You're going to need to be willing to rely on someone else for, if nothing else, for your personal happiness. Because of the fact that this person, they need something from you too. They need that back and forth from you as well. And when you're in that singular mindset, you're robbing this person of that back and forth. So, yeah. Hopefully, I hope this gets to whoever it needs to get to. Because this is something that you should know before this comes in. You really should. Because for all intents and purposes, this is a happy, wonderful connection that could really excel at least your life, possibly both. I'm not reading on both. Again, I don't do collective readings because collective readings are hokum. So I'm just reading for you, whoever I'm reading for. And honestly, hopefully it gets to you guys. So yeah, that's my reading for today. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here just because I got to edit this up for you guys. And then I've got, a couple more things to do, a bit of household office work, And so I've got some fun to look forward to. It is so hot right now. Hopefully it gets done quickly because, dear Lord, this office space with lights on especially, it's a killer. And I'm at the back of the house where this side is the shaded side, and I have the mother-in-law apartment that I'm making all on the back side of the house, and ooh, I'm telling you, it is toasty. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Again, I've said it a few times, so don't forget, guys, I love you, no matter who you are. Take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video.